Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and I knew this would happen. I'm not in the slightest surprised, shocked. I anticipated this happening. For those of you who have been following the videos for some time now, I anticipated this to happen. So T-Mobile is starting to get downgraded by firms on fiber shortfall and competition risks. Right? So we started the first quarter with T-Mobile coming in below estimates on wireless. Not a lot, but they came in short. And what happened? It affected the stock, right? The stock went down. So now, per estimates, T-Mobile is again, or the market is expecting T-Mobile to come in below estimates again on wireless. So let's look at that, what that looks like. So the market, I think, is expecting T-Mobile to come in at 716,000. That's the consensus. But it's forecasted T-Mobile will only get to 696,000, which is still a lot, but it's below estimates, right? So then and this is from the investor community, right? If you fall short quarter after quarter now, right, they're going to start turning towards fiber. They're going to look at fiber, and T-Mobile is behind there. So there's not going to be any real excitement from the investor community on T-Mobile fiber. Even closing the Lumos deal, getting Metronet soon, hopefully, and then looking at all the fiber leasing deals that T-Mobile has, the smaller ones, right? Still not enough. Still way behind the competition, especially as AT&T and Verizon continue to scale fiber much, much bigger, right? AT&T is heavily focused on fiber. You guys have heard me say that in plenty of videos because the investor is excited about it. That's what they're investing in, right? So when you hear a Lumen deal, that's big, right? Then as soon as the big, beautiful bill is signed, AT&T accelerates fiber investment by 1 billion homes passed per year for the next few years, right? So that's what investors want to hear. So they're gravitating towards AT&T because AT&T has momentum. There's new growth because T-Mobile's falling short. Now, will T-Mobile eventually adjust? I mean, who knows, right? They can be more aggressive. They have plenty of capacity left to fill. They have many of markets that they're underpenetrated in, small market and rural area for one. So they could easily be more aggressive and continue to grow, but they just haven't. So T-Mobile knows, trust me, the leadership team knows what happens when they fall short. So the fact that they haven't adjusted lets me know they are okay with it because they know what they're going to come in at. They're close to 700,000 if that is the final number. That's still a lot of customers that are joining T-Mobile, but they usually crush the numbers. They usually crush estimates. So that's not really T-Mobile like. So if that continues to happen, look for the stock to continue to downgrade, to continue to drop, because there's nothing else that T-Mobile has today that has as much scale where the investor is going to get excited, right? The fiber, it needs a few more bigger deals. I've said this plenty of times. FWA has been growing, so that's exciting, but eventually that's going to tap out, right? 2028, maybe they extend that guidance to 14, 15 million. I don't know. But for now, the investors is looking for something, and there's a lot of competition risk for T-Mobile. So them not hitting the estimates is a sign that maybe there is competition, right? And clearly there is. I mean, you can see Verizon competing, AT&T competing, the MVNOs competing, prepaid. I mean, everybody's competing for the switching pool, right? So It's not as easy as it once was, and T-Mobile's not best positioned anymore. They have higher pricing now. They have removed a lot of the Un-carrier moves. So it's not as exciting at T-Mobile as it once was. So now it's going to be harder and harder and harder. And, you know, maybe each quarter they grow less and less and less. It's possible, right? So they fell short in Q1, right, by a small margin. And maybe that small margin now gets bigger as they continue to fall short. It's possible, right? So we look at this objectively. There is clearly competition risk. And today, T-Mobile is just not there on fiber for it to be really meaningful for the investor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.